What is up, everybody? My name is Gus. Most of you know me online as Crypto Spike. Today we're going to go ahead and check in on a couple of my passive income investments, and then we're going to kick over for some free money. We got a couple of ICOs that are offering free tokens, as well as check in on QoinPro and a new site, free Bitcoin. So, because hey, who doesn't like free money? Am I right? So let's go ahead and kick over here and just start on Laser real quick. So I hit the magic amount of $42 a couple days ago. Now, if you remember my last video, the reason why 42 is the magic amount is because that will generate you $5 per day, which is the minimum you need to reinvest. So really, what I should have done from the get-go, but I didn't really run the numbers like I should have, and I had a little less trust in the system there, and I wasn't willing to put that much into it because I didn't know, as far as I knew, it was going to be gone the next day. So anyway, and right now I've put in a little bit more than that because I've got a couple of deposits expiring. The reason why I say they're expiring is if we go in here, if you put in your $5 reinvest, so your total is $7.20. So after 12 days, that's what you'll have. Your five will become 7.20. You gain $220 in interest, um, and your $5 is paid back over the course of that period too. So it's paying you out the $5 your a portion, your basic 12% of your $5 every single day for that, and so that's your profit at the end of it is $2.20. So once you reach day 12, you receive your last payment, that expires, and then you're no longer receiving interest on it, unless you reinvest what you put in there, obviously. But so that's why you'll see like your total invested amount is higher than your active investment amount. So anyway, so that's how that works. So my plan is here. I'm going to probably maybe reinvest one more time tomorrow to get ahead of my next expiring deposits. And then I'm going to start trying to get my seed money out because if you come over here to the calendar and look, um, next week is the last full week before you have the October 25th Bitcoin Gold fork. So when this happens, the way to get your Bitcoin Gold is you have to have your Bitcoin in a wallet that in a wallet that you own, that you have the private or the private key to. So it can't be on Laser, it can't be on Bittrex, it can't be on any exchange or anything else like that. It needs to be in it needs to be in a wallet like your Jax wallet or Exodus wallet or blockchain wallet or any of those any of those wallets. It needs to be in a wallet where you have control of the key, and that's how you'll get your I think it's like 10 to 1, so you get your 10 Bitcoin Gold for every one Bitcoin you have. And of course, if you have less than a Bitcoin, it'll scale for that too. But um, so anyway, so because of that, and they take about 24 hours to process a withdrawal. So I'm seeing probably this, like probably Friday and next Friday and the following Monday is being really heavy withdrawal days, and that's going to kind of test as far as how long Laser is going to stick around because um, there's some people on there. There's a couple of people on there who have like tens of thousands of dollars invested in this platform, and if they're pulling as much of that as they possibly can, and even heading into this next week, if they're pulling that all this next week here, um, just to get Bitcoin in advance and just take advantage of that Bitcoin Gold, um, that could cripple or topple the program depending on how much of it goes out. Because ultimately, when they fold, is the day that they start paying out way more than they're taking in. If they hit a couple down days, they might still ride it out for a few more days in the hopes of new investors coming in. But um, but I really think this is going to be kind of a trying period, leading up to this date here, and then the SegWit 2x fork will be another one kind of to keep an eye out for as well. But at this point, I'm gonna say let's get through Bitcoin Gold first, and then worry about SegWit 2x after we're confirmed that Laser's still going strong after everybody's gotten their Bitcoin Gold fork. So anyway, just kind of my thoughts there. If you want to invest in Laser, definitely, they are still paying out. The link will be in the description there, but just kind of keep that in mind that you're gonna, if you do invest in Laser, make sure it's money you can afford to lose. So this is money you'd have laying around for non-essential items like if you want to buy an Xbox game or a Blu-ray or uh, stuff like that. Don't this should not be the money you're going to spend on groceries. This should not be your mortgage or your rent, your car payment. You know, None of that should ever be used for investments. The investments has to be or should always be disposable income. So, and again, I'm not a financial advisor. This is just kind of good sound common sense. But if I say if you do this or anything else like that, just remember I'm just posing hypothetical scenarios. If you do want financial advice, please talk to a licensed financial advisor. So anyway, so now we got that out of the way here. But it's like I was saying. So yeah, I'm gonna try to kind of get cashed out, get my seed money back over these next few days here, And then after that, I'm just going to start rolling over everything on a daily basis and let this grow. Hopefully, we make it past the 25th. Hopefully, we make it past the SegWit 2X. They just released on their news group for their Telegram chat group. They just released saying that their goal is to hit 1 million or $100 million deposited within the next 3 months. So if they're around that long, I'm definitely looking forward to it because there's definitely some ways you can clean up pretty nicely on that. But we'll just have to see. Uh, we were at Chain Group. I really like Chain Group. This is probably one of my favorite programs I've invested in. Just I don't know. I something about it just really sits well with me. Couple of slow days was a bit strong. You can see here, this has been active for 3 days, and they've only got 3.62%, and which is kind of a bummer because I think that was they're coming off right around 3.5%. I think the day that I invest or the day before I reinvested this 746 in there. So not I was hoping at this point to maybe kind of be where I can do another reinvestment, but we're obviously a little short of the $5, but anyway, Dragon Foundation continuing just to be nice and steady right around the mid 2.5% mark roughly. So and Bitstrong's had a couple down days, but I'm sure they'll bounce back. Somebody I heard once was saying that I guess that their algorithm kind of has a bit of a harder time on days where Bitcoin has really steep spikes, and it's definitely had a couple of those the past few days. So um, but yeah, overall, still very happy with Chain Group. If you are considering investing in any of these programs, I definitely would say if you're only going to invest in one, give Chain Group a look. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not saying you should invest in Chain Group, but I definitely think you should at least look it over and give it a fair shake. And as always, do your own research. But yeah, really liking the program. So let's talk about some free money here. So this is Bitbase, and Bitbase is a lot like BitConnect in the sense that you there's an investment platform based on their tokens, their BTB tokens. Now, if you sign up, you get 50 free tokens just for signing up. That's all you have to do. You enter your email, create a password. I think you maybe verify your email, and boom, 50 free tokens. That's it. Um, so the thing about that is if you go and if you buy 50 tokens on top of your free tokens, they've hedged that bet for you. Right now the price is 30 cents per token. So if you went and bought 50 tokens at 30 cents a piece, they go on sale and it flatlines and they never goes above 30 cents. Not only will you break even, you will gain money because you have these 50 free tokens here to offset, your flatline, your lack of profit from your purchased amount. So however, on here they're saying that they're hoping to see it around 270 when they launch. Now, if that's the case, 270, 50 tokens, it's $135 just for signing up. Just for signing up. Worth it right there, in my opinion. I mean, just, if nothing else, sign up just to get the free 50 tokens. But like I said, if you buy $50 worth, they've already hedged your bets. So I mean, what have you got to lose even investing in that? Or it's not $50 worth, 50 tokens. So um, So the way this works is they're an escrow site. So if you go and you buy something online, you pay for it with BTB tokens. It goes to their site, sits in escrow. Um, Once you receive the item, as long as you and the other person are in agreement that yep, this is a fine transaction, cool, everybody's happy, you release the funds, they get paid, everybody's good. If there's any sort of dispute with the transaction, then it goes basically, everything stays in escrow until it's resolved. And so they kind of mediate it too, from the sound of it. Um, and they side with one party or the other, and then when that happens, then the funds are either released back to you or to the seller, depending on what's been determined. So if you get paid in BTB coins, you have your Bitbase card, which you can use just like a regular debit card. So you can tie your Bitbase balance onto this and use this without having to go to an exchange, selling your currency, transfer it to your bank. This just kind of streamlines all that onto your card. So um, they got their investment packages or their investor packages here. This one is worthless. This 5% one, because if you look, calculate your profit. So if you put in $1,000 after 25 days, 1,250, so you will walk away with $250. If you go to 7% daily for 18 days, 1,260, you get $260 in 18 days. You get $250 in 25 days on this plan. On this plan, you gain $10 and you get it in 7 days less than you would on the 5% plan. I mean, nothing about this plan makes sense to me. I mean, the only thing about this plan that's even remotely feasible is if you don't want to, is if you're not willing to invest, you know, if you're only willing to invest under $10, which I don't know why. I mean, and I mean, if you invest $1, I mean, who's going to invest $1? I mean, what's the value? Um, I mean, God, if you invest $1, just what would happen there? If you invest one, oh, you invest $1, and after 25 days, you make a quarter. I mean, at least do $10 in this program. I just think that's ridiculous. But yeah, so yeah, if you go onto the site here and you do any of the lending, which will start on the 27th, so that'd be 2 weeks from this coming Friday. Um, you know, do the 7% plan. Just ignore this. This is ridiculousness. So, um, but yeah, so right now they're selling at 30 cents per token. One little higher. So yeah, we're at the tier 3, 30 cents per token, and then it's going to be 40 cents after the 17th. So 17th through almost the end of the month, you're going to be at 40 cents. So that'll be the end of the ICO. So anyway, so like I said, go ahead I mean, if nothing else, just sign up for the free 50 tokens, and and if you want to buy more, like I said, that first 50, they've already hedged your bet for you, so why not? So if you go to log on with Bitbase, it'll say log in with your email account. No, not your email account. Wallet ID. Okay, it says your email account here, but the only thing that's going to accept here is your wallet ID. That is 34 characters. So write it down because you're going to be hard pressed to remember. I mean, it's alphanumeric, so you're going to have a real hell of a time remembering it. But yeah, 34 characters you have to enter, including the dashes. At least I think I had to include the dashes, so I did it. I tried logging in earlier, and I apparently fat fingered something, and it didn't go through. And I'm not going to try to go through and hunt and peck my way through my ID again. But yeah, 34 characters is what you have to enter in.
Good. That that whole thing's your name, huh?
Yeah, that whole thing. So anyway, just kind of one of the fun little eccentricities of Bitbase, but it also keeps it secure because you can't use your email address to see if you even have an account on here. So I do like that about their login as well. I just wish there was something that wasn't nearly as long as 34 characters to hammer in. Um, and on top of that too, it's a solid platform. I really like what they're offering there. I think they really do have something to offer that's different from all the BitConnect clones. So this is Sphere, and Sphere is well, basically they're calling themselves a uh, decentralized social network. So basically, it's kind of like Facebook, but based on a blockchain. So I mean, if you can look at the promo image here, this actually looks a lot like Facebook. But so the idea is that basically, when you have an account on Facebook, Facebook's able to use your information for their own monetary gains, either using your content for ads or just selling your personal preferences for targeted adding. Things you like, things you don't, or whatever. Um, so targeted ads. So the idea behind here is that um, this network is supposed to put that back into your hands. So anytime any of these companies want to do anything like that, they have to pay you. They have to pay you for use of your data. So at least that's my interpretation of it. If you have a different interpretation, definitely leave a comment in the comment section and let me know what your take on that was. But that's kind of the gist of what I understood there. So they have their social activity token or SAT tokens. This is what you're getting through Sphere. You receive $5 worth. So and they say right here, 20 SAT is $1. So $5 is 100 SAT tokens. Again, just for signing up. Now, if you get people to sign up underneath you or following your ref link, you get 100 tokens for every person who signs up with you as well. So yeah, you can get some free tokens there. They will be tradable on the exchanges. Um, they're saying here it's going to be tradable on either is tradable or it's going to be, but Livecoin or CSEX or KEX or I'm not sure which way to pronounce that, or DABT. So, and of course you can also use it on their social platform as well to pay for transactions. So maybe if there's like a marketplace, you sell something through there, you can pay through that as well. So, but it's also another unique concept. They also have a Visa card, so anything you make through the SAT platform, you can go ahead and spend it on your card here, just like you would cash. So, kind of a little, they kind of touch off the idea here, but they got a decent roadmap here. Lots happening coming up in 2018. So, the front end development, wallet decentralization, and of course, and looks like Q3 2018. They'll have integrated the tokens into the platform. So um, yeah, they've got a roadmap here. I mean, it's been in development for a while, according to this. So since last year. So they're not rushing anything. So another good ICO that I kind of feel good about, and I definitely think is worth if nothing else, hey, sign up for the free tokens because why not, right? Going over to QoinPro. So I'm already logged in here. So last time I did this, I was at 2.9% for my loyalty bonus. Now I'm at 3.3, and I haven't logged in since. So basically, the reason I didn't log in is I wanted to see if this would grow or not. So you get this 0.1% per day just for having an account. It does not matter if you log in; they just give it to you. So kind of cool. We got that cleared up now, so now we know I'm there. They have increased balances of a few coin or the daily allowance of a few coins, not big crazy amounts, but the Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Dash, and PureCoin. That's the other thing too is my app has been almost on a daily basis giving me notifications that they've increased the base amounts for the daily coins. So so that's kind of nice. They're following through on their promises to keep it growing. So yeah. So and again, free money. Who doesn't like that? And just kind of waiting for the full version of the website to be unlocked and to really get in there and see what they've got to offer. This is free Bitcoin or freebitco.in, depending on how you want to look at it. It's like a Bitcoin faucet. So you come in here, you run the capture. There's either the click capture or there's the one we actually have the characters or whatever. So I'm gonna go ahead and roll here. So I rolled 6401, and if you look at your chart up here, anything below 98.85, you get this much Bitcoin. If you roll a perfect 10,000, which is very rare because that's just one singular number, you'll earn zero point zero 0.03 Bitcoin. So of course, as the amount you can win increases, the number range becomes narrower and narrower too, which is how they keep from giving away the farm here. Um, and then of course, all right. So how do they pay for this? Well, they have their multiply BTC game, which you have a 47% chance as of right now, or 47.5% chance of winning if you're betting high or betting low. So they still have a bit of an edge on here. More often than not, more often than not they're gonna win. So they will get your money back that way if you want to gamble on this. But again, that's kind of how they keep everything going. They also have the lottery, which if you look here, I've got 18 tickets for my free rolls. I kind of keep forgetting to log in and roll them throughout the day. So, but I got a 0.00012865% chance of winning. However, if I want to go and buy, let's say 8 million, that would cost me zero point zero 0.08 Bitcoin. Now, why did I say 8 million? Because this cat right here spent $8 million in tickets. He won second prize, so I mean, it definitely paid off. I mean, he paid zero point zero 0.08 and walked away with 1.11. Um, this guy here probably maybe cashed out a little bit, but that could easily be just his weekly earnings, and he got half a Bitcoin. So that's how they're able to kind of pay for this. It's just the money people spend on tickets for the lottery. That goes back into the lottery, that keeps that going, and then of course anything over that will also pay for the faucet. They also have the reward points section, so you can also redeem your reward points for either Bitcoin or electronics like iPhones or I think like the Samsung Galaxies. You can buy hardware wallets like the KeepKey or the Trezor or the Ledger, or you can use it to go ahead get gift certificates or add bonuses to like your base amount of free Bitcoin, more lottery tickets per roll, or more reward points per roll. So, but the nice thing is too, it's free to sign up. They also have this section here. You can earn 4.08% per year on your deposited Bitcoin as long as it's over 30,000 Satoshi or zero point zero 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 0.0003 Bitcoin. So, that's a yearly rate of 4%, not a daily or anything else like that. So this is a lot more realistic. I mean, you won't even find a bank that'll pay you that much, but it looks like you can with crypto. And like I said, I mean, you kind of seen how they, kind of went over kind of how they fund everything here. So just in terms of the lottery tickets or the multiply game. So and obviously, I don't play. I roll maybe a couple times a day, and I'm obviously not a very high amount here. If I were to pick up the pace and keep going every day until next year, I might be at zero point zero 0.01 Bitcoin or more by this time next year. But who knows? There's always the jackpot or winning the lottery. So I was going to go over this site real quick here because this was just a golden opportunity of what to avoid as far as any of these sites. I'm going to try one more time to load it, but it's already it's already giving me this fatal error here. So I'm not quite sure what's going on there. It was it was running fine earlier. Then I went and clicked on another page and it did this, and then it wasn't going to go. But this is BitcoinGoProfit.com, and I do not recommend this site. If it was to load, you would see. I mean, the site is just very plain, very basic. Nobody put a lot of time into it. They have this huge paragraph talking about the legendary Phoenix and how it's long lived and just like their platform, but their platform is 0 days old. Okay, and then so all right, and then they're talking about their return rates, 26% per hour for 5 hours,
Red alert.
right? Laser is considered high risk, and they're 12% per day. This is 26% per hour. Basically, what you're telling me is in the space of 5 hours, I'll make more than I will in a week in laser. How is that sustainable? I mean, it just and on top of that, the language on this is obviously written by somebody who does not speak English as a primary language. Um, so I mean, it's registered in the UK, but obviously we've got some separation from that as well because it's not somebody who was a UK raised native English speaker writing this website. And the proofreading is horrible. There's misspellings, there's punctuation errors. I mean, nobody's really making the effort to try and clean this up, make it look right. It just seems like it was very quickly thrown together. And according to their website, it says they are paying currently, but for how long, I wouldn't give this very long at all. So if anybody sends you a link for this one, I would just steer clear, just avoid it. Not worth being in. That is it for today. Thank you again so much for watching. Please like and subscribe down below. Links to all these sites, with the exception of Bitcoin Go Profit for obvious reasons. Links to everything else will be down in the description. Again, if you have any comments, I'd love to hear them. And thanks for watching. Have a fantastic day, and we'll see you next time.